Okay, so today is day 10, Magic Dust for Everyone. I'm not going to lie to y'all, it has been such a long day, and it is like 10 o'clock at night, the night before. I promised that you would have this. So I'm wiped out. I'm not going to lie to you, and I have not had a chance to do this all day. So we did our bookkeeping all day, which was so draining just to go through the whole year and see how much money you spent. And I did try so hard to be grateful. But I got to tell you, when you realize you've spent so much more money than you intended to and not made as much as you thought you were, you know, it's a buzzkill. So I'm just hoping this gratitude is going to pull me out of this funk a little bit. Plus, I'm just worn out. So anyway, day 10, Magic Dust for Everyone. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. Ancient spiritual teachings say that we give to another person with a full heart returns to us 100-fold. So being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital to improving your life. Gratitude is a powerful energy, and so whomever you direct gratitude's energy toward, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then you express gratitude to another person in return for something you've received from them. You are literally sprinkling them with that magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sprinkle it on. So then she just goes through and talks about all the people in the world that we have to be grateful for and that we should sprinkle magic dust on them as we walk by them. So I think this is so fun, and if I had a lick of energy, I would be excited about it, but I'm just wiped out. Sorry. But again, we're doing this in real time. I am not batch recording these, which I probably should have, but I'm just not, because that's what happens in real life. You think you're flying high, and then the next day, shit happens, and you're like, oh, it's not always rainbows and butterflies, and that's okay. Not saying that it won't be tomorrow, but, whatever. Okay. At times you encounter a person in service who behaves rudely towards you or doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in these situations, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on another person's behavior. Choose to be grateful no matter what. So, and then she says, they may be feeling unwell. They may have lost a loved one. Their marriage might have just ended. They may be in desperation. So it's kind of like traffic road rage. I think about this all the time. If somebody cuts you off and you get all pissed off, what if they're rushing to the hospital because they just found out their dad just had a heart attack? Or I just always or when someone's driving really slowly, I used to think that, I bet that's my grandparents. What if that's my grandparents? I'm not going to lay on the horn. Now I think, what if it's one of my kids who's just now learning to drive? And I just don't want to be rude and mean. And, you just have to think of it that way. What if it's something that you have no control over that could really change your perception of all of it? When you say thank you to someone in person, look at his or her face. They will not feel your gratitude or receive your magic dust unless you look directly at them. You've wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your own life. How many times are we in a restaurant and the waitress or waiter comes up and hands you the check and you don't even look up and you just say thank you? It's wasted. It's so true. You got to look them in the eye. You've got to look them in the eye. A couple of years ago, I was in a store buying a gift for my sister. This is Rhonda. The store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for and then went on a search for the perfect gift as though it was for her sister. As the store assistant handed me the bag containing the perfect, beautifully wrapped gift, I received a call on my cell phone. I was finishing the call when I reached the front entrance of the store, and suddenly an unsettled feeling swept over me. She was ignoring her. I immediately returned to the store assistant who had helped me, and I not only thanked her, But I told her all the reasons why I was grateful to her and how much I appreciated everything she did for me. I showered her with gratitude's magic dust. Her eyes filled with tears, and the biggest smile you've ever seen swept across her face. Isn't that the truth? Like, you just don't even know what a kind word will do for someone and how it can change their day. Let's see. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for her having arrived home safely, and I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her and her car. I do this. I always wish like a little golden bubble of protection around my kids when they go back to school, or even when they go, to school in the morning, like if Charlie is off to football with his carpool or whatever. I think, please keep him safe. And so I do that already, but I love the magic dust idea. I think it's so cute. Make sure you keep count of the people in service you're grateful for so that you know you have thanked 10 different people for their services today, and sprinkle magic dust over all of them. If you're at home today, then sit down with a pen and a journal or a computer and go back in your mind, recalling instances when people in service went out of their way for you. It may have been someone on the phone, or it may have been a tradesperson who was determined to resolve a problem for you. So she wants us to thank at least 10 people and then think through those people and write them down, I guess. And then read through tomorrow's practice today, because the practice for day 11 begins when you first wake up. So here's what you're going to do today. You're going to count your blessings. Thank you for each one. And then today, sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who perform services for you to benefit from by thanking them directly or otherwise by mentally acknowledging and thanking them. Feel grateful to them for the service they perform. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. Then read through tomorrow's practice today, because the practice for day 11 begins when you first wake up. Ooh, it's a magic morning. That's my favorite. My morning is my favorite time. This morning I woke up earlier than everybody because it was Charlie's first day back at school, and I got into meditation. In fact, I got up earlier than I thought. We had this crazy, wicked windstorm last night, and I could not sleep. But anyway, it was just so nice. I turned on the fireplace, and I just sat there and did my meditation, did my 10 blessings, and it was just so peaceful. I had a cup of coffee. So I encourage you to do that, because why not take a little time for yourself and then be grateful for that, right? Anyway, good luck with your 10 sprinkle magic dust, and I can't wait to hear all about this. So good luck, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.